Seahawks fans, you might not know this. This is actually the fastest growing channel in chat sports history. So if you guys keep subscribing, keep watching, we're going to keep giving you guys more Seahawks-only videos. But to make sure that happens, you have to actually subscribe, and you got to get your friends to subscribe as well. We got some big things planned, but it's on your hands here. You guys have to make sure we keep pumping out videos. So if you have not already, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but hit that big red button and subscribe today. Training camp battles continue for the Seattle Seahawks, this time at tight end. Now, I feel pretty darn confident that Greg Olsen is going to be the starting tight end for Seattle. After that, though, well, it's a pretty big question mark because they got a lot of bodies, players with injury history, some iffy contracts, and just too many guys overall. They go very deep. They go 8 deep at tight end. And I'll let you guys in on a secret. Unless the NFL drastically increases the roster numbers this year, there's no way Seattle's carrying 8 tight ends. Heck, they might not even carry 4 of them. So before we break down who some of the options are, I want to hear from you guys. Who do you think will get cut and or traded at tight end? There are going to be some difficult roster decisions to make for Seattle, so cast your votes for me in the comments section. I do want to make note here of Greg Olsen before we really dive in here. Seattle brought him in. He is at the twilight of his NFL career. He's not going to put up 2016 numbers, I don't think. But he's a good veteran. He's reliable. He can still make plays for you. With the way Seattle paid him, I think he's going to be tight end 1 this year. Now, long term, I think Seattle's kind of hoping for a good year or good career out of Colby Parkinson. He, however, might end up being a stash this year. Now, here's what we mean by stash. Colby Parkinson suffered a foot fracture, had surgery back on June 2nd. They took him in round 4 out of Stanford. That injury, in most cases, isn't season-ending, but it does at least reduce the chances of him making an impact, especially early. So if Seattle carries other guys at tight end, you might see Colby Parkinson just play the entire year on IR. That way, he gets paid, Seattle gets to keep him, and then next year he has a chance to emerge as a potential option at tight end. Maybe he comes back quicker and he earns his way onto a roster spot, but I would not be surprised if Parkinson gets kind of a red shirt year for the Seattle Seahawks. Of course, Seattle loves tight ends, and they love their quarterback because, well, he's Russell Wilson. And if you love Russ as well, his jersey is 25% off at chatsports.com/Russ jersey. Go check out the gray and the navy jerseys that are on sale right now. I will put that link for you guys in the comments and in the description, so all you guys got to do is click and go shop. The real drama, though, at tight end, and ignoring some of those other bottom of the roster players, is that between Jacob Hollister, Will Dissly, and Luke Wilson. Now, Dissly has shown some great promise. He's a great blocker, makes some big-time plays, but he's always hurt, and that's a huge concern for Seattle. Luke Wilson, reliable veteran option, but he's cheaper than Jacob Hollister. And although I like Hollister, please don't get me wrong on that front, I prefer Will Dissly, and Hollister's more expensive. He fared well last year, played a very good role when healthy for the Seattle Seahawks, but they got all these tight ends, and Hollister is going to count $3.26 million, which Seattle can save all of if they cut, or potentially more likely, trade him instead. If I'm Seattle, and because Hollister might be tight end 3 for this team, even though there are injury problems, I would explore, of course, trading him first and then cutting him instead. I don't want to spend over $3 million for my number 3 tight end. Now, if he impresses in camp, though, well, he might just force Seattle's hand instead.